Welcome to Let's Play Heretic Co-op with VikingBoyBilly and Paramultart. This is map E1M2 called The Dungeons. And you're pretty excited to be playing this map right now, aren't you, Paramultart? Because you're getting really sick of playing E1M1 over and over, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. We've taken multiple takes of that first level for this LP, because, well, the first few times I had a really crappy microphone, so I had to start using a different computer so I could be audible and these videos could have quality, and then, like, we tried doing it, like, really early in the morning, and, like, Paramultart was tired and yawning, and there was this guy on Facebook bugging him, and it just didn't go over well at all, did it?
Yes.
Now, we're finally on map E1M2, and it's going to be excellent. So, are we ready to stop wasting the people's time and get going in this map now?
Yes.
Alright. I'll take this path down here. You can take the other one. And it leads out to the same area outside, basically.
Yes.
There's lots of horrible, evil, nasty creatures to get in our way.
Might give me the heebie-jeebies.
Right. You want to know something really cool, Paramultart?
Shooting me.
Oh wow, those undead warriors are kinda like ninjas, because they're sitting behind a wall that's like, it has a texture on it, but it's like you can shoot through it and walk through it, so you can't even see them, but they fire their axes at you. They're real jerks, right?
Is this the hardest difficulty? Because there are lots of monsters.
Oh yeah, this game is hard. I'm warning you right now. It gets ridiculous. You want to know something cool I can do? If I press F12, I can see what you're doing right now.
Hey, that is cool. Because I just found a secret area, and I was trying to find you.
Yeah, so I have it on the Paramultart cam right now.
Hold on, I'm holding my microphone and trying to play the sound. Alright.
Yep.
Tome of Power. I just found the yellow key, so I guess that wasn't really a secret area, was it?
Maybe not. But there's something I want to point your attention to, is look down at the bottom of the screen at the heads-up display, and you'll see that chain with the big jewel on it that's supposed to represent where your life is, and it goes down as you get hit. Isn't that kind of cool? And it has like these two heads on each side, and
they're eating. It's like Lady and the Tramp, only for gargoyles, because they eat chains like spaghetti, and so like they're fighting over who gets to eat the jewel, you know what I mean?
yeah. And
I'm gonna use the Tome of Power.
And the one on the left is a skull, and the one on the right is alive and has skin on it. And it's obviously the same thing. you might not want to get crushed, Paramultart. But yeah, that was
Wee-wees!
But that was pretty creative of them, wasn't it? With Doom, you just kinda... You had the health number, which this also has, but you also had the guy's face, kind of. So this does, like, something else sort of like that, but in a different way. So it's kind of cool.
I really like that. I miss whenever video games had, like, creative, like, artistic, HUDs, you know?
Yeah, so there was a reason I put it on the Paramultart cam instead of, like, actually helping you. And that was because right here in my hands, I'm holding the instruction booklet for Heretic, Shadow of the Serpent Riders. And it has a little synopsis of each of the creatures we're going to run into, and the story so far as it's written verbatim from way back in the day. And there are quite a few differences from what the story was originally and what you just read on Wikipedia, because, like, as time went on, there were, like, a lot of retcons when the sequels came out. But oh, those green blob things down there, those are bombs. So
Those are cool!
So don't be close to those when you blow them up, because they
What?
will kill you.
Oh!
Yeah. You having fun?
Man! Where was I?
Are you glad that you got to keep all your weapons and ammo after dying? And your items, too?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, that's really cool. I like that.
It wasn't like that originally. Originally, they just gave you the middle finger, like even in single player, and just took away everything. Unless you loaded the game. But we're using a source port. It's called Z-Doom, and it has multiplayer flags that let you keep all your stuff even when you die, so we're in good shape with that. So you can call it cheating or whatever, but I think it comes close enough to the borderline of, like, almost cheating, but it's still fair, and we're just taking this to our advantage to make this easiest on us and making the Let's Play go as smoothly and quickly as possible, you know?
I am the master of quick.
Right. And I'm just letting you go through all this torture, and I still haven't done what I wanted to do.
That's poisonous spaghetti.
Which was read the story so far. Are you listening? This is really epic. They are the elders of the seed, leaders of an ancient elf race, adept at arcane sorcery, and keepers of the tomes of power. They stood solemnly, surrounding 7 candles, each flame tied irrevocably to the flow of the earth's breath. And from the book, they read the prophecy of Armageddon. Quote, "The 3 come from the eastern wilds, and they shall be given dominion over all that believeth in them. He that hath an ear, let him hear that the children of the seed will be driven before them. And on the day that the children of the seed are no more, the earth shall be forever lost."
Is this from, like, from the King James Bible or something? Cause, like... the words they use. That's like he that hath an ear and stuff. Like that's like a
what
Bible.
It says is they just call it the book, and they call this the prophecy of Armageddon. So continuing. From the east came the evil foretold by your forefathers, the 3 serpent riders, guardians of death everlasting. Their form was shrouded by black cloaks. Only their eyes were revealed, sunken with evil, dreadful intensity. As a sign of power, they brought peace to the eastern provinces. Those who believed in the sign created a temple in their honor, and it bore the mark of the crossed trident. Their worshippers were the Order of the Sign, blind followers without will, void of spirit. As the power of the Order grew, even the 7 kings of the earth followed like cattle behind them. And after they controlled the great nations, 2 riders left the world. Only Desparal, the weakest of them, remained, while his disciples traveled the earth, cleansing it in preparation for its descent. Scorned by the other people of the earth, the Seed, possessing powers of their own, remained unaffected by the spell of the Riders. The Seed are now considered the heretics, the unclean, fit only to be wiped from the face of the earth. The disciples of Desparal conspired with the kings of the earth to remove the last lands of apostasy. And while the armies of the 7 nations gathered to destroy the Seed, the elders convened to discuss the fate of your people. When all voices had spoke against the Order, the 7 elders extinguished the 7 candles' flame simultaneously. At that silent instant, a brilliant flash of light came from the east, and the armies that had gathered against you were no more. Drained by their efforts, the elders fell to the floor, listening to the single painful scream echoing from the now scorched battlefield. But then, the forces of the Abyss took their vengeance. The ether had quaked with the elders' magic effort, and the curse of the Order followed the trail unerringly to the elders' conventicle. Suddenly, the foul odor of death came from the earth, open to engulf the elders in flames. The white, bright fire clinging to their flesh, knowingly and eagerly eating each layer of skin. 2, pouring forth the earth like screaming maggots, came the forces of evil, both beast and undead. They attacked in hordes like packs of dogs, first surrounding the weakest and biting and clawing their victims to the ground. As each seed fell, several beasts would gather to chew into their bellies like pigs into slop, their heads often deeply submerged into the gut with the victims' intestines slung half-eaten upon their own squirming bodies. When the day was done, the few remaining seed were scattered throughout the land. The Abyss had taken tomes and artifacts of your people as spoils of their victory. Alone, without weapons, the surviving seed would surely perish at the hands of the Order of the Triad. The Elders' destruction of the 7 armies had gone for naught. While the other seed hid, their spirit broken, you thirsted for vengeance and rode east into the wilderness, in search of Desparal. Now, you stand before the city of the damned, its air thick with the stench of rot. Your hate drives you to see these creatures oozing their heart's ichor before you. Beyond these gates, the dead and the creatures of the night writhe in dark corners, their bodies aching for your blood. With luck, some of your people's ancient artifacts can be found hidden among the dark passages beyond.
It sounded kind of sexual.
4, with only a staff as your weapon. You're surely damned. So I'm gonna turn off the Paramultart cam and get back in the game finally.
Get back in the game. That was exceptional writing, actually. Like, I mean, these guys should have written the story for Quake, and it would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah, how do you like that imagery?
Yeah, like their intestines slung over their still alive bodies.
I loved reading that to my aunt and my mother.
That reminds me, when I was little, I had this Spider-Man comic, and like my mom hated it because they were really violent actually. But I think it was like Venom, and he like dislocated Spider-Man's like arm or something, and like he really like graphically described like, how does that feel, Spider-Man, now that your arm has popped out of its socket, or something like that, and it sounded kind of gross, and I thought it was cool.
Wait. Pause. Am I still recording? We're back. Me and Paramultart had a little technical intermission. And as you can see, Paramultart changed his color a little bit. Basically, like, when I was pushing F12 to change the viewpoints, it also happened to be a shortcut that changed where the frames per second number was appearing for Fraps, my recording program. So like it eventually got to a point where the number like disappeared off the screen but it was still recording, and like I kind of panicked because I thought that it crashed and stopped recording. But now I've disabled that shortcut, so that won't happen again and make me freak out anymore, so we should be good. So how much have you accomplished in this map, Paramultart? Do you have the blue key yet? Paramultart? I think your microphone might be turned off. I can't hear you. Paramultart? Paramultart. Paramultart, stop that.
Sorry.
Right, so did you find the blue key, or what?
I can't find key that is blue.
That's the next thing we need to get right.
Hey, is this the blue key? I found the blue key.
No, that's the door.
No, this thing. Do you see that? It's blue.
Yeah, that's showing you that that's the kind of key that you need.
Oh.
It's a pretty neat way of doing it, right?
That is actually really cool.
So, I haven't played this for a long time, admittedly, but I think I know where it should be. Did you get the green key?
No. I don't think so. How would I know if I had the green key?
You would... There's these 3 gems on the...
I see them. I see them.
Right, one's yellow and one's green and one's blue. Do you have the green one?
No.
Okay, let's go get it. I think it's in... Well, no, I don't think it's here. Oh, there's a secret area over here, by the way. Are you looking? Oh, you already found it.
Wee-wees.
I think we go up this staircase here. Did you already come up here?
Yes.
Alright, this place. It has the yellow key. You already opened the yellow door.
I suppose I did.
And that was the place where we go down and it has that blue door and that moat we run across. We killed this stuff. And you killed the stuff in there. And you killed the stuff in there. And there's some stuff in here you didn't kill. Let's kill them.
I found the green key.
Awesome.
That's right, because I thought that I had already been over there, but the truth is I died over there, so I didn't get the key.
Well, let's get out of here and use it. There's another secret area over here. Come back here. See this shadowed wall? Alright, don't push it. Just, no. Back off. Just let me open it. You're doing it on purpose now.
I'm way over here.
Alright, down here's Gargoyle, and I got another Wings of Wrath. And I can use that Wings of Wrath to fly on top of this.
Wee-wees.
Now, how did you get up here without a Wings of Wrath, Paramultart? Well, I know how, but the viewers don't.
The thing comes down.
Yeah, on top. When you cross this line right here, that elevator lowers. Oh, and there's another secret right here. Just racking up the secrets, aren't we? And I just picked up something called a Shadow Sphere. Do you want to guess what that does? Look, I'm partially invisible. Ooh.
Hey, what do these little time things do? Like,
you can whoa, don't! That's a bomb.
Ow.
And they're like sort of useless because like it's almost like they're powerful, but like it's all you really have to run up to them and drop it for it to actually hit them.
I found the blue door. Where is the green door?
The green door is outside, actually. I'll meet you there. It's...
I found the green door!
Right. And this is the part with the strobe light. You'll find out in a second. Use that Morpho for chicken eyes those evil cretins.
But I'm already using the Tome of Power.
That's cool. I got a bag of holding, so I can hold more ammo. Aren't you jealous of me?
Yeah, but not for the ammo. Come on, dude, I'm way ahead of you, man, bro.
I'm coming. Alright, and here's the exit. How many tomes of power do you have right now?
16?
No, really.
2. How many do you have?
0. Can you drop one for me? It's
How do I do that?
It's the backslash key. Or if that doesn't work, then go to customize controls and change it to the backslash. Or is it called a front slash? Is a backslash when it's like on the left it's on top and on the right it's at the bottom?
Since we read left to right, I would imagine any slashes that don't move from left to right, like bottom left to top right, I would imagine the opposite of that would be a backslash.
Yeah, it's the thing above the enter key.
That would be a backslash, I would think.
Alright, do you see the part in customize controls that's drop item? Alright, drop it in an open space.
Alright.
Stop trolling me. Alright, can you drop a quartz flask too? I need one. Just one.
I have plenty.
Well, I guess I could use more than one.
I never use them anyway. Take that chicken egg while you're at it. Hey, take this thing. I don't know what that does.
That's a mystic urn. You should probably hold on to that. All
Did you
right.
need a tome of power still?
Yeah. And basically, I don't think we ever explained the quartz flask. It heals 25 health. I just used it to bring me back to 100. Alright, pick that back up. And let's get out of here. before you drop it.
Yay!
Oh, by the way, do you remember how many quartz flasks you had?
I have 2.
Alright. Well... look at how many quartz flasks you have now.
Hey, what?
Is this your favorite design aspect of the game? It strips all your items down to having one of each.
That's very horrible. I don't approve of that, man. Hey, if you hit F12 and look at your pants, it looks like you're not wearing any pants.
That's weird.
Yeah, do you see that? Doesn't it look like your penis is showing?
No, but yeah, you might be kind of mad at the fact that you lose your items, but in a way, it's actually sort of good design because it actually gives you more of an incentive to use them in the levels.
That's true.
Instead of just hoarding them all up, because in the sequel Hexen, like the items, you get to keep them throughout all the levels except for the Wings of Wrath, and but then they like but then they compensate for that by like making the cheaper ones like more rare. So like you get so few of, like, for example, the one that turns creatures into pigs, and like you never ever want to use them because you're afraid of wasting them. And so then you end up going through the whole game without ever using those items.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot. I can't remember the game. I think it was like Duke 3D and like Jazz Jackrabbit.